There we go. Now it's recording. Hi everyone, it's Morgana Hilra here. Now, I wanted to come to you and chat with you about a illness. It's mental illness. Everybody has something wrong with them. But I get it, not many people share. I do. I'm an oversharer. Hi, my name is Morgana, and I am an oversharer. Now, I just want to say that it's not something bad. Mental illness is always looked upon as this humongous, red flag. Don't get to know this person. They're crazy. You know what? We're not crazy. We're just wired differently. We're not bad people. As long as, most people, as long as they're medicated, they're fine, okay? Now, what a lot of people, hell, I didn't even understand. I didn't even get it until this week, right? This past 2 weeks have been such hell for me. Actually, 3-4 weeks, whatever. It's been scary hell for me. I'm sure that a lot of you that do have mental illness take medications. Well, I had heard horror stories, really scary stories about people coming down from certain medications. And I thought, oh, well, that's weird because I've never had that, right? Yeah, well, guess what? I'm on Cymbalta. Now, Cymbalta is great. It is so awesome. I've heard other people's stories and it's not so great, but I have severe nerve damage to my spine. I got that from a fall, and it's really bad, and it causes so much pain. We're talking, I try to stand for longer than a couple minutes and my legs give out. I can't handle it. The pain has been so bad that it has made me throw up, lose consciousness. It's had me writhing, is that the word I'm looking for? Whatever. It's had me crying in pain with my knees pulled up to my chest. And there's nothing that will help except for morphine, which I don't like taking morphine because it makes me feel weird and gassy and stuff, right? So I actually talked my doctor down with the morphine. He wanted me to take it every 6 hours. And this is for quality of life, okay? This isn't because he thinks that I'd be better off dosed up. No, it's quality of life. And I talked him down from every 6 hours to twice a day. Or once a day for times that it's not too bad, or twice a day when times are really bad. Now, the reason I'm telling you about the morphine is because I'm going to get back to that, okay? So, I was put on Cymbalta for an anxiety disorder. I have severe anxiety. I have ASD, which is called Autism Spectrum Disorder. And I didn't understand it, so of course I Googled it. Are you people crazy? As soon as the internet age came along, I Googled it. Psst, please. I'm human. Anyway, so I was put on Cymbalta for my anxiety disorder because I wasn't sleeping. Seriously, when I have this anxiety, I don't sleep because majority of the time I'm paranoid as hell. But, okay, so the Cymbalta actually ended up helping with so many things. The insomnia, the pain, the insomnia, the obviously the anxiety, and yes, the bonus was the pain. The pain just, it's because it's nerves, right? It's pardon my body, Anyway, I don't know what it is exactly that cuts the pain off, but we found that without the pain in my back, I didn't swell as much in my leg. There were times that I would go days and days and days without any swelling, which was amazing. I hadn't had that kind of relief in years. We're talking years, people. 5 years now. 5 years! I've had this horrible pain. They put me on this medication and boom, it's gone. Well, not totally gone. There were bad days, of course, and for those days I took morphine. Now, when I'm on Cymbalta, I only have to take the morphine once. Okay? However, I ran out of Cymbalta, and for the first time ever, I started getting withdrawal symptoms. And the funny thing is I didn't know they were withdrawal symptoms. I was scared. I was depressed. I was suicidal. You don't understand how it feels to well, no, I'm sure somebody out there does understand how it feels to feel like your world is just caving in around you, and you feel like this horrible crushing feeling on your soul, on your heart, on your mind, thinking that, you know, you're alone in this, and just this horrible feeling. I can't explain it. Like, okay, so some Irish dude, like, he has a he's Irish or Scottish. Sounds Irish to me, but my friend says he's Scottish, so I guess it's kind of iffy there. Anyway, he has this video of him playing a game. I'll actually link it, like, somewhere here. Anyway, he has this video of him playing this game that's supposed to emulate, is that the word I'm looking for? Okay, well, anyway, emulate, I'm assuming it's emulate. Anyway, to emulate having an anxiety attack. I watched it. It's similar, sure, but, like, I mean, sure, there's different pieces to it, but trust me, it's nothing like that. Nothing at all. Like, the emotional and physical pain that you go through when you're having an anxiety attack is just insane. It's like being afraid of confined spaces and then being stuck into a little tiny box underground and not being able to breathe and not being able to get out of that box. And even if you manage to get out of the box, how the freaking hell are you going to get out of that much freaking, like, 6 feet of packed mud, basically? Oh, sorry, even the thought of it makes me want to vomit. All right, so to, like, the Cymbalta. All right, so I was so depressed, I couldn't sleep, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating, and when I did eat, I would only eat unless somebody gave me something, you know, like Jeff, right? He would just drop the food in front of me and say, "Here, eat this," right? It's like I'd be like standing in front of the fridge, going, what do I want to eat? I'm hungry, I think. Maybe I'm not hungry. No, I'm not hungry. I'll just walk away. Meanwhile, my body was telling me, "You're hungry, you're hungry, you're hungry," but I was just like, "Nah, I'm fine." And this would go on for days, and then Jeff would find out, and he would make something and put it in front of me and say, "Eat it." So I'd be like, "Okay, you know, whatever, I'll eat it." And it turns out that I was a lot hungrier than I thought I was. So, and I was constantly worried about my children, constantly. Now, and we're not talking about just normal worrying about your children. I was, like, freaking out. Like, what? It's hard to explain. I just felt lonely and scared, and I was in pain. Oh my God. When I wasn't taking this Cymbalta, and it's still swelling right now, but it's not as bad. I blew up, like, have you guys seen Ghostbusters? You know the not the Pillsbury Doughboy, the Marshmallow Man, that big ass Marshmallow Man with the folds and folds and folds? That's what my leg reminded me of. Okay? Like, I get indents on my ankles when I don't even wear socks. There's nothing depressing my ankles, whatever, you know, or restricting my ankles, but it still looks like I wear socks, and that's what happened. But no, I don't. So that, I don't know, like, I'm sure you've probably seen photos of my foot before. If not, I'll link it in the description down below. Now, normally I'm afraid of all that, but you know what? I've gotten to the point that I no longer care what people think. I mean, yes, I care, okay? I care. Everybody cares what people think, but I have to get to a point where I can't react every single time. And I know some stupid troll is going to come across and say something nasty, but I don't know. Who cares? You know, I find that the trolls are usually the ones that have the most problems in life. And, well, you know, whatever. My heart goes out to them. I hope they find the help they need. Now, to get back to the withdrawal symptoms, they were horrible. My heart goes out to anyone who's ever had DTs or any other withdrawal symptoms. It is scary. You get brain zaps. You get all of these horrible feelings, and it's mostly feelings, you know. Like, there is physical pain, and people don't seem to understand that. People with mental issues, like disabilities, it can feel like you're dying, or that you would be better off dead, or that your family would be better off. And it's not true. I know, logically, I know it's not true. Logically, I know that my family would not be better if I were dead. but it's not logical. It's not logical when you're feeling these things. And that's something that other people need to understand. It's not our fault. You know, it's not like we wake up one morning and say, I think I'm going to think about suicide all day. Yeah, buddy. And also, for the people out there that are suicidal, or the families, better yet, if your child, your friend, your mother, your father, your aunt, uncle, whatever, is talking about how blue they are, those are the people that are, you know, are safe, okay? Talk to them, listen to them. Don't brush them off, okay? Those are the people that are safe. However, if you start noticing behavior changes in, like, anyone around you, talk to them, force them to talk, get them help, talk to their doctor, say that you're concerned about them, right? At least bring it to the attention of somebody that's, you know, of authority to help, you know? Talk to your parents, say, you know, Sally or Johnny, it seems strange today. Bring it to their attention, because you don't want to find out later in life that you could have helped. Believe me, that is not a guilt to carry with you. If there's ever anything in your life that you are concerned about, just don't carry that guilt with you, knowing that you could have said something, okay? Because that sucks. It doesn't, okay, if the person kills themselves, it's not your fault. Make sure you know that, though, okay? But it doesn't matter if it's not our faults, you know what I mean? What matters is the fact that it happened, you know? That's not, we may not even think it was our fault, you know, if a friend kills himself or a friend dies and there was something we could have done. Like for myself, there were a few people that killed themselves in my life growing up, but my worst guilt, my friend Greg in high school, he asked me to come to his house. Right, we went to this behavior management program because my ASD was a little bit hard to contain back then, and I was completely off the wall, which we'll talk about that in a second. But my friend Greg had full-blown Tourette's, right? And he was in this day program with me. It was just like a couple of classes just to learn to control our anger or control whatever, right? And he was a bit crazy. I will say that, and I don't want to be overly emotional. I don't want to start crying. There's a good chance that I might, but anyway, this one weekend he had asked me to come up to his place because he had a home visit, right? By the way, I should mention he lived on site. I didn't, but he did. And so I said I would, right? And I fully intended to. However, my then boyfriend and I were working things out, which was stupid, honestly. It really was. But he was abusive, and Greg knew this. Greg used to put himself in between myself and the guy, and yeah. Anyway, my boyfriend wanted to work things out, and me being the gullible 17-year-old was like, okay. Actually 16, 17, whatever. So we, you know, we supposedly worked things out. Yeah, right, whatever. And that weekend, Greg went out with his friends, and they supposedly were trying to break into a school. And instead of going through the window, like we all know Greg would have done, they said, oh, he tried to break in through the chimney. Bullshit. Whatever. I know I just swore, I'm sorry, but bullshit. He everybody knows if he wanted to break into a school, he would have gone through a window, he would have gone through a door, whatever. This boy had no impulse control. We all assumed that what happened really was that his friends dared him to go down the chimney. They dared him to go up on the freaking roof for the balls. They wanted tennis balls. Come on now. How far-fetched is it that they got up there, there was a chimney with, like, you know, the thing half knocked off, and they dared him. Anyway, I carry that guilt with me. He went down the chimney, and he got stuck. I mean, come on, he was like 6'7" and, like, I think 312 pounds or something like that. Anyway, he got stuck in the chimney, and, actually, it's bigger than that. Anyway, they got him out after many hours in that chimney, took him to the hospital, and they said that he was stable, so they put him in the hallway, and he died. Another reason I hate Toronto Western Hospital, for all you people out there from Toronto. Anyway, so I carry that in my heart. I went to school the next day, like on the Tuesday, actually. I ended up going to school, and the director called me to the main building, and I was like, uh-oh, what'd I do, right? Because that's basically what happened. That was the therapy area, right? So I go over there, and they cornered me, and of course, ASD people, don't corner me. I don't like that. So I start panicking, and he's like, Greg had an accident. I'm like, oh, okay, well, is he in the hospital? I'll just, which hospital is he in? I'll just go, right? And they're like, no, he's gone. And it was like the world fell out from underneath me. My heart dropped. I got sick. I was just, I wanted to cry. I felt that pain. I wanted to cry, but I didn't. And I didn't cry until like a while afterwards, but it was just like this horrible shock. It was like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Even now, I think about it, and when I think about it, I see his face, and I see like flashbacks of, oh, yep, here it comes. Sorry. I see flashbacks of talent contests and talent shows, and when he got angry and punched through a plate glass window. Hey, I've done that. It was just, it's memories that I have, and it's like, I don't know how to put them in place, and I don't know how to deal with that pain. Normally I just compartmentalize it. I like put it somewhere else in my brain. All right, so that contributes to a lot of my anxiety. Okay, so coming down off of Cymbalta, I felt that all over again, and I gotta tell you, it's horrible. It is a horrible feeling. And the thing is that I also knew that he was being destructive. Like, I don't think he would have broken into the school going down the chimney. I know Greg. I knew him for many years. There was no way in hell he was doing that. Anyway, moving on. I know I have to put that to the back of my mind, because it plays this horrible repeat over again and again in my head. And coming down from the Cymbalta, all of that control is gone. It's gone, and then it's multiplied by like 1 billion. So, when you're on the medication, it's great. You can control things, or you have more control over things. But when you don't have the medication, you're pretty much screwed. And I've never had that kind of thing before. Maybe I've had it mildly coming off of other medications, like Paxil. Paxil was my favorite out of everything that I've ever taken. It goes Paxil, then and then Cymbalta. But the Paxil, it was great. Like, but they took me off of it because I gained a lot of weight. Like, we're talking, in the year that I took it, I gained over 150 pounds. 150 people. Who the hell does that? 150 pounds. And the thing is that I didn't realize at the time that I had an appetite increase, right? And I didn't realize that it was stunting some sort of metabolism thing. But apparently it was. So all that good that it did, unfortunately, they did take me off of it because of that major bad point, because how the hell is my back going to get better if I'm on Paxil and it's making me gain weight, right? So the Cymbalta, if you're on it, it's great, right? It's less side effects than when you're off of it. And when you're coming off of it, oh my dear God in heaven, I went completely insane. You can ask all my friends. These past few weeks, I've been crying every 5 seconds. Like, something would just get on my, like, just push me over the edge, and I'd start bawling my eyes out. Or I have days on end where I would just sit in the dark and curl up in a ball under my blanket and not come out. Or, like, well, look at the wedding. I missed the wedding because the swelling was so bad and the pain was so bad. Like, I can't even think of, you know, when you stub your toe or you hit your elbow, that instant pain. We're not talking about afterwards, the soreness. We're talking about that instant pain. Now take that instant pain and put that just, oh God, I used to know the quadrant and everything, but right above your hips, say about 4 inches above your hips, right in the middle of your spine. Think of that pain all the time. Now, I used to say that, you know, I'd be happier if I didn't have any feeling from where the pain area is and down. But you know what? I can't think like that, because then I think about the people that can't walk at all or can't feel their legs at all, and they would probably rather the pain, you know, just to be able to feel their legs again, and that makes me feel guilty. See, another anxiety. Woot. So well, the good news is that they're going to be putting me, like, I found a couple of extra, like an extra sleeve, in my purse, right? My old purse. So I'm okay until I see my doctor, which I'm lucky. I'm going to see them tomorrow. For everyone who are going through withdrawals, though, see your doctor, even if it seems strange, right? Because chances are you've come off of it too quickly, and, like, for people that run out of their prescription, like me, you really, really, really need to see your doctor ASAP. Get that prescription, because you do not want the withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal symptoms are mentally, like, impaired, whatever the hell you call it. It is scary. I am serious. Even now I feel like crying now that I know, you know, like, everyone who's been dealing with me this past couple of weeks with the massive, like, anger. I feel this horrible anger all the time, like, building up, and I do my best to control it. I remember exercises and stuff to control it, but it's there, and there's a reason for it, and it makes me feel better that it's not just me, that I'm not just crazy, you know? So I'm just saying, like, I have more, not respect, but understanding for people that are going through, like, drug, what's the word I'm looking for? Withdrawals. Like junkies. I have a better understanding of what they go through, because I can imagine it being like 10,000 times worse. I mean, without the Cymbalta, I had to take my morphine, the original directed amount of times, every 6 hours, which made me sick. So I can imagine what coming off of drugs is like, you know, like hardcore drugs, methamphetamines, whatever. You know what I mean, right? Meth, cocaine, the hard shit. I can imagine what it's like coming off of that. So anyone out there with mental illness, I suggest that you constantly see your doctor. Get your pharmacy to send you an alert message every time that you have to refill your medication. It's just a computer program that calls you and says, hey, guess what? It's time to get your prescription refilled. I think you can actually get something like that for your desktop as well, or for your phone. Anybody that has mental illness or understands it, leave a comment below, and maybe we can chat sometime. And please understand that I understand you. I understand what you're going through. This is my first time having severe withdrawal, and I completely understand for those people out there that are going through it and just don't know how to handle it. I'm here. If you need to talk, I will chat with you. Just do me a favor, if you want to add me on Second Life, at least, like, send me your card, get to know me first, and then add me, you know? Because it kind of freaks me out when people just, like, all of a sudden say, hey, I saw you on YouTube, want to be friends? It freaks me out. And it's that anxiety thing happening. I don't know you, you don't know me, so let's get to know each other first, okay? Like, I don't know, invite me to hang out somewhere, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's just so weird. I keep going off topic. I'm tangent. Can you tell? Or am I hiding it well? Anyway, thanks for watching. And I probably didn't make sense, and that's fine, you know, but I tried. But, yeah, I guess, like, I just want to try and be there for other people that are going through what I'm going through. You know, I really did not like this scared the hell out of me. It, like, I was oh my god, I was in tears all this time, and there was actually something like medically wrong. Like, I mean, I knew there was something medically wrong. I mean, duh. How could there not be anything wrong, right? But yeah, it's good to know that somewhere out there other people have gone through what I've gone through. I will put in the description box below, I'll put another link on the withdrawals. Now, for those people out there that are sitting there going, oh my god, she Googles everything. Somebody actually said that I Google diagnosed myself. You know what? Kiss my Aunt Fanny. You know why? Because this day and age, if you don't understand something, you Google it. Bing! Any search engine. And you guys can judge all you want, but when your doctor says this is what you have and you're like, what the freaking hell is that? You Google it, or you go to the library and you look it up. It's called the age of information. The internet makes everything more accessible. So yes, I am going to look up and see what the hell's going on, because I want to understand. I want to know that I'm not like the only one out there. And unfortunately, with anxiety disorder, that's exactly what that is. So for all of you out there that have been diagnosed and you Google it, all power to you. However, don't panic. If there's something on there that you don't understand, talk to your doctor. You know, it's all fine, well and good to look it up, look at WebMD and all this stuff, but don't self-diagnose yourself, right? Only look up the things that, you know, your doctor has said, this is what you have. Don't like look up, oh, I have a fever and chills, look it up. Oh my god, dysentery, I'm going to die. No, don't worry about all that shit. Basically what's going on is like, you're just going to scare yourself half to death. But it's okay to look up things that the doctor says you have, like ASD. Yes, I look it up all the time because I want to understand things. Isn't that the normal way to go? You people suck. The ones out there that sat there and said that about me. But whatever. Those who sit there and accuse you of things are usually the ones who do it themselves. Alright, so I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna go play some WoW, and then I'm gonna come back, and there's actually a video that I've already done on my lovely outfit, and I'm really hoping that you like it, and I'm just gonna go now because I'm pretty sure I went all over the place with this video. Oh, good news! I am getting a cheap web camera. Cheap! Like really cheap. But I wanted to do vlogs like the real me, and I don't know. I'm gonna be really messed up for those videos because I don't like videos of myself. I don't like pictures of myself. Most people understand the why. It's an anxiety thing, but you know, I will give it a go and see how I like it, see how you guys like it, and we'll move on from there. Alright, so that's my video for now. I know I've already said that, but you know, like I said, Senora repeats herself right here. Alright, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you happen to see this video before I get the hyperlink in, well, I don't know. I will have all the information below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope that, I don't know. I hope the trolls stay at bay. And I don't know, what else? Oh, yes, I want a cookie. Can somebody give me a cookie? I want a chocolate chip cookie with, I don't know, sprinkles. Alright. Please subscribe to my channel and my blog. And my blog is So Hot SL. You can Google that. Nobody will get mad at you for that. And have a great day. And for those of you that are going through withdrawals, get help ASAP, because believe me, you don't want this. This is horrible. But yay! I get to see my doctor tomorrow. I'm gonna get everything fixed up. I'm so happy. And I'm going sing-song again, aren't I? Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.